Hello. I'm going to show you guys the little thing I have in the woods. It's I think it is October 28th. It's a few days before my favorite holiday, Halloween. And the apartments I lived at, well, I live at now, but by the time one of you is watching the video, it would have been past tense, whatever. Shut up. And I'm going to show you the thing I built in the woods. All right, here. Got a few things here. What I always do is I'll find random things. It's like, I don't know, some sort of electronic with buttons, a pickle jar, got an old can opener that we've had since like I was 9 years old. That would be 2011. And an umbrella I found that still works, but Mom didn't want it because these little things stab you. And what I do is I find random trash and stuff and I take it into the woods and decorate it. You can see there's something in there. I'll show you in a second. This is a metallic welcome mat I found once. I think I've been building this thing since May of 2018 when we moved in here. It's a bunch of little white poles I find to make the path. You see these black wires hanging up? I burped. Found like 800 yards of some sort of electric wire. And I just hung it all up across the woods. Little Halloween type thing I have. I think it looks pretty cool. Here, I'll set the little can opener here. Here we go. No thing flips up. You'd push this, but eventually you see the little knife thing. It started to push in whenever you do something, so it wouldn't open cans anymore. Just sucked. It's an old Halloween mask. It belonged to a very bad person. But it's mine now, and it stays in these woods. This little thing you saw. Oh, who keeps messing with this? The sign is always messed up when I come in the woods. Just a second. There. It says joy. Yeah, it's creepy as hell, but I just think it's cool. Oh, dang it. Kids may be watching. Heck, it's creepy as heck. Your dad doesn't cuss. He's a good Christian boy. It's not a mattress, it's like a big white blanket I found. These old Halloween decorations we had since like 2015. I was 13 at the time. Whatever the year is, I am always 2 years younger. In 2082, I'll be 80, etc., etc. But yeah, whenever I find a rug or something like this, I lay it over an area with a bunch of weeds. That way it prevents all the weeds from growing up and stuff. It won't be in the way. It's a big freaking TV I found. Yeah, just set that down. Hello. Hi. Yeah, just a bunch of chairs. That was our old dining room table. Until, if my kids are watching, your Uncle Tristan, he literally set the table on fire because he was playing with matches. And he thought if he could cut out the hole in this little tapestry thing, not tapestry, whatever. If he thought he could cut out the hole, then no one would notice. Yes, kids, your uncle played with matches and set the table on fire. Here's the main area. Found another little TV there. That is a microwave that holds books. The only thing we have in there is a pregnancy preparation book. But yeah, it's still dry after all this time. As you can see, it rained recently. If you can. It's a nice little area. It looks like a cult, but it's cool. Found this painting like a week ago. It'd be cool. An old trash bin from maybe 1950s, I don't know. Here, this is where we're going to set the little phone thing. This is where I put cool little items. You see all the spider webs. There. Going to put it right there. And we got a radio, bunch of pieces of glass I found, and I put them in a knife holder. Blue paint bottle, an old nice quilt baseball thing, a super old rusty nail, cross I found somewhere, little Mario toy, some fish hooks, a car, little house, birthday card. These are a bunch of old glasses your grandmother had, my mom. These are wine cases, some old beer bottles I found. No, I didn't drink them, I just found them. Whenever I find little bottles or glass things like this pickle jar, I put them out in a place farther in the woods. I think you can see it over there. See that blue thing? Yeah. Also, I found a rake. This is another area where I find cans. Spiderweb. Bleh. When I find cans and stuff, I put them here. My beans. Alright, I'll tell you. We did not have the richest growing up family. And when I grew up, I would just buy a can of beans. Luckily, I liked really cheap food, like rice and chicken, stuff like that. Beans, little cans of ravioli, those were my favorite. I hate all that gourmet stuff. It's just nasty and doesn't fill me up. This is Calypso. They're a delicious type of lemonade. This is a blue flavor. It's my favorite. It's pretty good. It's a old table I found in the woods. It looked way prettier, but then the rain got to it and it all. These are some old booth chairs my mom, your grandmother, had. And this is the coolest stick we ever found. The water has ruined it, though. You could drive it in the ground like a pickaxe. Yeah, that's a toaster. That's just a toaster. These are the chair areas again. Another rug, very colorful. Funny story. My mom wanted me, your grandmother, wanted me to get this rug and take it into the woods. She said, get the rug outside, the little mat, and take it out into the woods. And apparently she meant these little elephant welcome mats because they were old. And I was wondering why she wanted me to take her brand new handmade rainbowish Indian carpet into the woods. Apparently she didn't. And the next day she said, it just disappeared. I don't know where it went. So, yeah, I haven't told her that yet. I haven't told her that I accidentally took her handmade Indian rug into the woods. She'll find out eventually. That's a conversation for another day. There. That's where we're going to hang the umbrella. Right across from the chairs. That's where the umbrella goes. Just looks like it's floating. Alright, last thing to put, this pickle jar somewhere. I know right where I'm going to put that. Right over there. Here, I'll walk to it so you can see. I'll wave my hand so I can avoid the spider webs. These trees are kind of tricky, but after walking through it for a full year, you remember the path. You walk the wrong way, you're just going to end up in like this little crawl space full of spider webs and thorns. But if you walk this way, you just run into the occasional spider web, and never run into a bunch of thorns. Never run into any thorns, actually. My voice isn't probably as soothing as it was when I was a kid. Probably got that old man smoker voice. This was my first base. I set this back up when I was 15, when we first moved here. Well, we first moved here in 2011 when I was 9, but when we moved back here. Oh, mosquito. When we moved back here, I set this up. Found a giant teddy bear. Look how big it is compared to my hand. It's huge. This kennel belonged to our favorite little dog, Grisham. You can ask Grandma about that, my mom. I don't know why I keep clarifying that, but I'm just not used to calling her grandmother. She's only 38 right now. This was our favorite dog's cage. We had him since like 2010. It's an old computer thing she had. She gave it to me because she didn't use it anymore. That's all the caps and stuff I find. I put them in that jar. And here are all the bottles I find. There's so many bottles here. I don't know how many drunk people live here, but it's crazy. This is where I put the pickle jar. I think the other pickle jar is still here somewhere. Let's see, where is it? Huh, it's gone. Someone took my pickle jar. That's sad. Wait, here it is, but all the pickle juice is gone. Weird. Yeah, that's it. Just here are the beer bottles. Here are like soda bottles or smaller, like clear beer bottles. Here are like the Jack Daniels and the little curved glasses. These are my favorite looking ones, especially this big brown one. There's a freaking door I found. So these are all the like big Budweiser wine bottles I find. Mosquito on my leg. And these are a nice little story. These are silly string bottles. And on my birthday, my mom got these, and we all played silly string for approximately 20 seconds before they ran out. Now this is a bent up chair. This is a broken, bent up red chair. It looks a lot like the table you saw back there holding the TV, right? Well, again, you can ask my grandmother that, and it is a very funny story. If she doesn't remember, I'm sure I will. Here's another umbrella I found, but it was broken when I found it. It's the original base 6279. I think it's on this here. Yep, 6279. Oh, how it has fallen. It looked so nice, but the weather and rain and snow just all destroyed it. There used to be another, like, wood board or something there hung across. So yeah, I put it over there. That chair is, because it just fell apart and broke down. Well, that's it. I'll walk out of the woods now. That's as far as it goes for now. And that was my version of like a clubhouse when I was younger. Who knows, maybe it's still there and I can go back and check one day. Can't be too far, I bet. Probably only moved like a state away or something like that. This is North Carolina. It's a nice little town called Louisville. Very nice. Well, that's all. There's the exit. Not too far. Bye-bye.